Hello guys, welcome back to another book review here on Beyond the Realms, and today I'm going to be reviewing Red Queen. Let's see if you can see this here. There you go. Red Queen, the debut novel from Victoria Aveyard. I believe that's how you say her name. This book is a fantasy slash dystopian young adult novel, which this isn't typically the type of book that I would read. But, I made it a goal this year to read books from several different genres and ones that I've never tried before. And the young adult genre isn't necessarily one that I've read before. I mean, one that's like specifically named in that genre. So I figured I'd give this one a shot because I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it. This tells the story of a woman named Mare, and she basically, in this universe, this talks about like after a war, like old times would be now, and this is like in the future. There's red bloods and there's silvers. The red bloods are the servants, the ones that are looked down in society. They don't have much. The silvers are the noble ones. Their blood is actually silver. And they have these special abilities, like some can read minds, some can take over people's bodies, some have the ability of manipulating fire, some water. Well, Mare is, she's a pickpocket, and she's trying to make a life better for herself. She's trying to help her friend Killorn, which is getting ready to get drafted. Basically, it's called conscription in the book, but basically you're getting drafted to a war that's been going on for over 100 years, and she ends up finding herself in with the Silvers by doing this, by trying to save his life, and then she ends up finding out that she has powers also, but she is a red. She's the first one that's ever been discovered to have powers. And comes to find out that she is something totally different. She is more powerful than the Silvers and the Reds. She's like a whole new thing that they've never seen before. And that's about all I can really say without giving away too much of the plot. But, like I said, this isn't typically a book I would normally read. Some of the first things I noticed in this book were some of the descriptions were lacking, I thought. Like when Mare's powers are first revealed, I thought that there was a lot left to be desired as far as the descriptions of the arena and the things that are going on. It skims over things very quickly. And also that goes with the characters themselves. I thought pretty much every character in this book was one-dimensional, surface level only. You don't really get deep into these characters. You don't really get a huge deep knowledge of them or things that has went on or is going on in their life. Just one-dimensional characters. But with all this said, you would probably think that I didn't like this book, but actually it's the exact opposite. I actually did really enjoy this book. After reading Hosfro and A Little Life, two very deep dramas, this was a nice change of pace to read something, that's more lighthearted, that's not serious. It's a fast-paced action novel, and in a fantasy setting. I really had fun with this book. I really liked it, and I looked up the author on Goodreads, and she says that she's influenced by Tolkien and George R.R. Martin, and it is very easy to see these influences on her story, especially Game of Thrones. Like the whole time I was reading this, I was basically thinking this is like Game of Thrones light. It's basically like a young adult version of Game of Thrones, where those elements are there, but it just doesn't get too deep. It's going to take you briskly through this story. There's a lot of nice twists and turns in it, and I thought the overall resolution of the story was it was a little silly, a little stretched. Not the epilogue. The epilogue's the actual end, but what happens right before that made me roll my eyes a little bit. But still, a satisfying novel that I enjoyed. It's right around 330 pages long, so I read this one quick. I read this in like 2 days. But yeah, it's just a fast read. It kept me entertained, and that's all I was asking for right now. So guys, I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. I think, young adults or people that likes just more lighter type fantasy novels, dystopian, whatever, I think are going to enjoy this one. And it obviously has a huge following, and I guess right now it's said to be going to turn into a trilogy of books. I just read on our Goodreads page, sorry, where she said she's just turned in like the first draft of the second book for edit, so that's good. So yeah, I'll most likely check out future novels from this series, because it kept me entertained, guys, and that's really ultimately all I ask for in a book. It doesn't have to be something that's going to be up for literary awards, which this book will definitely not be. It could still be a great read, even if it's not everything is as great as, something as A Little Life, in my opinion, just my opinion. So yeah, guys, that is The Red Queen. I will show you the cover here once again. I should have left it up on my phone. There it is. It is out now. Came out in February, so pick it up, guys. I am Jason. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Later.